That's okay. Thank you, Chairman. Admiral and Master Chief, as I mentioned to you earlier, I am proud to represent the extraordinary men and women of Coast Guard Station Jones Beach in the 4th Congressional District of New York. The folks who my legislative assistant has kindly put up here for you to see are devoted to essential search and rescue and law enforcement missions across the South Shore of Long Island and a crucial part of Coast Guard Sector Long Island Sound. Under Coast Guard's fiscal year 24 Force Realignment Initiative, Station Jones Beach was one of 19 stations which the Coast Guard adjusted to a new operational status, part of a broader reduction in the presence and capabilities devoted to Long Island, including the closure of the East Moriches Station and the removal of an 87-foot Coast Guard cutter from Montauk and from our region. I'm deeply concerned about the impact of those changes, and we spoke a bit about this last year, Admiral, when you appeared before this committee and you expressed your commitment to continue to prioritize the safety of Long Island boaters and that you would evaluate this situation as the Coast Guard's workforce recovers. As we discussed today, there has been the strongest recruiting year ever in more than 30 years, actually, for year 2025, and the Coast Guard has now received billions of dollars in needed investments. And I'm asking you, Admiral and Master Chief, will you consider restoring station capability at Station Jones Beach?
Thank you, Congresswoman. We certainly are looking at that. I mentioned that I had tasked our area commanders in the Atlantic area, that's Vice Admiral Joanne Burdian, to provide me recommendations on where to begin to do that restoration based on operational priorities. And so Jones Beach will be one of the stations we're looking at. The President's 27 budget request, the strength of that is that if fully funded, it will put 877 Coast Guard men and women out at those small boat stations specifically. And so we have a plan to be able to move, if supported in the 27 request, to move people out to those stations, and that'll help us restore the operating posture. And so I look forward to getting back to you as I hear from Admiral Burdian on the station priorities, including the prioritization of Jones Beach.
Well, thank you, and I hope you prioritize Long Island. How will the added investment in the Coast Guard's boat safety program lead to a reduction in boating deaths, and what else do you need from Congress to make sure we see that through?
The boating safety programs are important because the best search and rescue case is the one we prevent from happening. And so through the work of our active force and also our very strong Coast Guard auxiliary, our auxiliary volunteers, we have a very robust program working with the states to improve boating safety. Beyond that, at the commercial level, making sure that our merchant vessels, U.S. shipping, and then foreign flag vessels that operate in our ports are safe and secure is also a priority. So the 27 budget request would field an additional 227 marine inspectors and marine science technicians to be able to ensure the safety of the commercial fleet as well. And that's an important part of the 27 requests.
Thank you, Admiral. In February of last year, the GAO reported that it will cost at least $7 billion to address the Coast Guard's backlog of shoreside projects, with half of the services facilities beyond their intended service life. I'm glad that the Coast Guard has undertaken Operation Restore Habitability as part of Force Design 2028. This long-term project will help the Coast Guard update and improve damaged or outdated infrastructure at stations and facilities across our country. We've heard specific concerns about aging infrastructure at stations like Jones Beach, and I'm glad that they were at least able to so far upgrade their front gate as part of Operation Restore Habitability. Master Chief Waldron, how is the Coast Guard prioritizing projects across the country, and what additional resources or authorities are you seeking from Congress to accelerate these improvements?
Thank you, ma'am, for bringing up Operation Restore Habitability. That's one that personally I'm very proud of because we took a different approach whenever we came up with the project. What we did was recognizing that oftentimes many of our shoreside infrastructure disparities simply were because it's a very cumbersome process when we looked at the large-scale projects and the timeliness or lack thereof involved in that. What that ended up looking like was a lot of our smaller scale projects kind of started to follow the same track there. So what we did was instead we charged our chief petty officers throughout the service with recognizing what projects can we take care of very quickly that are of a smaller scale and not just burden the crew with doing it themselves. Oftentimes in the past, we would have had the crew members at that station doing repairs to their own unit there, and to me, that came at the expense of spending time on the water doing and training what they're actually supposed to be doing. And so we sent teams around of senior enlisted leaders to recognize these projects and attack them in almost immediate nature. You mentioned Jones Beach. I agree with you. I'm ecstatic to see that they got the front gate fixed very rapidly. I was there not a month ago, and both Jones Beach and their neighboring station, Fire Island, had a very similar issue. Both have since been resolved. And it just highlighted that by having the chiefs lead the way and recognize this is what we need at our unit right now, we're able to do it much faster.
Thank you. My time is up, and I yield back.
Thank you.